you travel with a Nigerian passport, you already know that your biggest travel accessory isn't your suitcase, it's your prayers. Yes, this minute you're excited about your trip, the next minute you're scared and confused, asking yourself if you checked the right government website to confirm if you have the right legal status to enter the country as a tourist. Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nwadiuto, aka Sweet Girl, a Nigerian living in the abroad trying to navigate this thing called abroad living. The best part of this is, if you have a valid UK residency, I am bringing you over 10 countries you can travel to visa free. Let me save you that airport hassle so that you can have a smooth travel. Let me tell you guys a story. In 2024, I took a trip to Gibraltar. Like, I had to leave the UK because the weather was not giving. Back to the gist. As a responsible traveler, I did my research, dotted all my I's, crossed all my T's, ensured that I had the legal right to visit Gibraltar with my UK residency. Guess what? When I got to the airport, I was asked to step aside because they needed to confirm if I could actually travel to Gibraltar with my Nigerian passport. And you know what? I wasn't scared because I had already dotted my I's, crossed my T's. I was ready. A few minutes after that, they came back and told me that I could enter Gibraltar with my valid UK residency card. The power of information. As your certified sweet girl, I've done my research to bring you guys the information that you need. I've also added links to the country website where you can find the information. I got you guys always. Let's start with Central America. Number 1 on the list is Panama. Can I travel to Panama if my UK residency card is only valid for 3 months? And the response is no. If your documents are about to expire, the document will require a minimum of 6 months remaining validity at the moment of traveling to Panama. You must have a valid residency of at least 6 months before you can visit Panama. You will not be allowed to enter the country if your residency status is less than 6 months. The second country to travel to with a valid UK residency permit is Costa Rica. Last year, I had plans of visiting the Central America and Costa Rica was on my list. I sent an email to their team confirming if I could enter the country with my valid residency. I'm going to paste the response I got from them on the screen and I'll read from my phone. You don't need a visa. You must present both documents, passport and BRP upon arrival in order to be exempt of the entry visa to Costa Rica. So if your BRP card does not meet the mandatory 90-day term of validity upon arrival in Costa Rica, you will need to apply for a tourist visa. What this means is that my UK residency permit must be valid for 90 days for me to be exempt from the Costa Rica visa. Let's go to the Caribbean and British overseas territories. Number 1 is Gibraltar. I personally have visited Gibraltar and I must say it's a safe place to visit as a tourist. Gibraltar is known for its beautiful rock. Foreign passport holders with an indefinite leave to remain in the UK do not require a visa to enter Gibraltar. Foreign passport holders with a multiple entry for the UK issued for a minimum of 6 months may enter Gibraltar without a separate visa. Number 2 on my list is Anguilla. The country is known for its easygoing atmosphere, beautiful beaches and blue water. Persons already in possession of a UK visa are not required to apply for a visa to enter Anguilla. Number 3 is Antigua and Barbuda. This country is on my list of places to visit very soon. Visa on arrival. Visa on arrival is available to persons who are holders of a valid United States visa or permanent residency card, or Canadian visa or permanent residency card, or a UK visa or resident card, or a Schengen visa. Is Aruba. Please note that this country is an autonomous country that is part of the Kingdom of Netherlands, United Kingdom or Ireland. If you hold a multiple entry visa or residence permit for the United Kingdom or Ireland, you do not need a visa. This applies to all the countries under the Kingdom of Netherlands. I also want to bring your attention to an information I saw on the same website regarding the Saint Martin Dutch Island, which is the French part of the island. If you hold a residency permit or proof of return for Saint Martin, the French part of the island. You do not need a visa to enter Saint Martin, the Dutch side of the island. This country is Bermuda. Fast forward to where the real gist is. The multiple re-entry visa for the UK, US or Canada must be valid for 45 days after the expiration of a visitor stay and or the work permit. If you have plans of spending 10 days in Bermuda, your UK residency must be valid for more than 45 days after your 10-day stay. British Virgin Islands. The program will allow nationals of countries that require a BVI visa, but who also hold a United Kingdom, United States of America or Canadian visa and are visiting the territory for work, business, tourism and other related matters. Enter and remain for a period less than 6 months. The UK, USA or Canadian visa should have more than 6 months of validity before travel to the territory and would only apply to visits of 6 months or less. Cayman Islands. You are resident in the United Kingdom and you arrive directly from the UK and you provide proof on arrival that you are a permanent resident or landed immigrant of the United Kingdom, and you produce on arrival a return or round trip ticket to the United Kingdom. You need to pay attention to this because as a Nigerian passport holder having a valid residency in the UK, I cannot travel from Nigeria to Cayman Island. I'm going to be denied entry. This law says that I'll read it again. And you arrive directly from the United Kingdom and you provide proof on arrival that you are a permanent resident. Directly from United Kingdom. I must arrive directly from United Kingdom and I must also have return ticket back to United Kingdom. Yes. Please take note of this as this is very important to avoid being sent back. Turks and Caicos Island. You do not need a visa if you have a valid US tourist or resident visa. You do not need a visa if you have a valid US tourist or resident visa, including an H-1B work visa or green card, UK tourist or resident visa, Canadian tourist or resident visa. So if you have a valid UK residency or valid UK visa, you can visit Turks and Caicos Island. Please ensure that the validity of that visa is 6 months and above and make sure it's a multiple entry visa. Dominican Republic tourist visa. If you are a resident of the United Kingdom or if you currently hold a valid visa to enter the United Kingdom, United States, Canada or any European country, you do not require a tourist visa to enter the Dominican Republic. If you currently hold a valid UK permanent residency, you will not be required a visa to enter Dominican Republic for leisure purposes if your trip is less than 30 days. So what this means is that your trip must be less than 30 days. Please ensure it is 6 months and above and is a multiple entry visa. Let's move to Europe, Albania. I personally have visited Albania and I'll call it Maldives on a budget. The question now is, did I feel safe as a solo traveler? No, I didn't feel safe, but that's a story for another day. I'm going to read number 2, which applies to us. Foreign citizens who have a valid multiple entry US or UK visa, which has been previously used in the respective country of issuance, or have valid permit to stay in the US or UK. So what this means is that if you have a valid multiple entry UK visa, you must have used it at least once to travel to the UK before you're allowed to travel to Albania with that same visa. Georgia. Georgian government approved the list of 50 countries, see other exception, whose visa and or residence permit holders may enter Georgia without a visa for an appropriate period and under appropriate conditions. What this means is that if you have a valid UK residency permit, you can enter Georgia. Please ensure that the validity of your UK residency permit is 6 months and more. Montenegro. You can use your UK biometric residence permit as a travel document as long as you have a valid passport. However, it's important to note that your BRP must be valid for the entire duration of your stay in Montenegro. Additionally, you should carry proof of your accommodation and travel arrangements with you, as well as proof of sufficient funds for your stay. What this means is that the requirement for this is we must ensure that our BRP is valid throughout the duration of our stay. North Macedonia. The Republic of North Macedonia has been adopted for foreign citizens holding valid travel documents of third countries who hold a valid multiple entry British, American or Canadian visa inserted in the passport, whereby the length of their stay in the Republic of North Macedonia should be up to 15 days, and the validity of the valid multiple entry British, American and Canadian visa inserted in the passport should be 5 days longer than the planned stay in the Republic of North Macedonia. While doing my research, I found out that countries like Serbia and Mexico allow those that hold a UK residency to enter their country. The information on their website is contradicting, so I'm going to post it on this video so that you can see. Disclaimer. Remember, visa policies changes faster than the jollof rice disappears at a party. So please do your due diligence to check the website of the countries mentioned before you take that trip to the country. That's a wrap, guys. Let's not forget the power the Nigerian passport has as an ECOWAS citizen. If you're part of the ECOWAS member state, you can travel to the countries within the ECOWAS state visa free for a duration of 30 to 60 days. Remember, your passport has to be valid for at least 6 months. This is very important to avoid airport disruptions. It's time for us to explore the world more. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever been stopped at the airport for extra immigration check? How did that make you feel? How did you handle that? Were you anxious? Were you scared? Let's know. Let's chat about it in the comments. If you found this video helpful, do not be stingy. Please share it with your loved ones that live in the UK that are thinking of the easiest ways to build their travel history. Don't forget to like, share, comment and turn on your notifications so you get notified when I post the next video. We're all about sharing travel hacks, travel tips. Till next time, keep traveling, keep learning, keep dreaming. See you in the next video. Bye bye.